Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Okay, so it's Wednesday. It's time for another little or brief reflection, isn't it? So today we'll talk about chapter 81 of the book, Words of Eternal Life. I have the Portuguese version here, the version in Portuguese. Is from the Spirit Emmanuel and written or psychographed by Francis Xavier. And we are referring today to chapter 81, Pressing On. And I'll read it quickly here because I think it's good to hear the words, and we'll make comments in the end, if that's okay. So this chapter is based on Paul's letter to the Philippians, chapter 3, verse 14. And the verse says, I press on toward the goal. So the text from Emmanuel says, you encounter the bitter countenance of loneliness when circumstances compel you to leave the familiar. Imagine the construction of your entire existence collapsing upon you, as if the absence of the familiar framework tore the canvas of your very soul. Friendly hearts, drawn to other paths, have abandoned your ideals. Dear people have left you alone. You have retired to the distance from the work of many years, or death is passing, has cut short the smiles of the companions who are dearest to you. You sometimes feel that you are leaving behind everything that seems most valuable to you. However, this is no longer true. Just journey courageously forward, and seeking to express yourself in new ways, you will recognize that love and work are more beautiful on your path. You will understand then that you can add new elements of joy to the happiness of those you love most, and that you can serve with greater understanding the aspirations that inspire your journey. If life presents you with the sad face of loneliness, remember of your own immortality and do not stop. The child leaves childhood to enter youth. The young person leaves youth to enter maturity. The adult leaves maturity to enter old age. And the elder leaves extreme old age to enter the spiritual world. Not as one who loses acquired values, but proceeding towards the goal that the laws of God assigns to each of us. It's beautiful, isn't it? So, what can we take from this text? Very briefly. Firstly, we are immortal spirits, and we are in a continuous journey of self-development. So whatever happens to you, if you dislike something that happened, you're disappointed, you're disheartened with some experience, don't let it take control of your life. Go back to where you were and press on, because bad things, they pass. Well, as you may not know, in 2017, my first wife and I, we went for a long weekend of leisure, and from Saturday to Sunday, she passed away unexpectedly, and this that was supposed to be a weekend of joy, made a widower of me. So I went a married person to this weekend, and I came back a widower. How difficult it was at the time. Yes, it was, but I did not allow that experience to define the rest of my life. So I accepted. Well, it was not easy. It took me a lot of time, a lot of blaming, a lot of telling God off. You have no idea how I could point my finger to the nose of God, as if God had a nose, and tell God to do what I wanted to do, not what God was doing. Imagine, so I was wiser and more knowledgeable than God to know what's best. So Sometimes difficult situations happen. Sometimes people we love depart. Sometimes whatever makes us feel comfortable where we are is shaken, and our lives change, not the way we wanted them to, but the way they have to, so we can learn with new experiences. And what does Emmanuel tell us to do? Press on. What does Paul tell us to do? Pressing. I press on toward the goal. What's your goal? That's the question I would like to bring today. What's your goal? Are you focusing on your life as an immortal spirit, or are you focusing on your life as a human being, which is a definite life? Are you focusing on acquiring qualities, knowledge, and experiences, developing yourself, or are you focusing on the satisfaction of your material aspirations? That's the question I'd like to propose today, and I'd like to ask you to please leave a comment below. If you think that there is value in this, share it, like it, dislike it. You don't have to like it, but I would be very interested in hear what you have to read, what you have to say, and whatever comment you put down, I will reply to it. I'll read and I'll reply. Okay? So thank you very much once again for your time, and I'll see you next week. Bye.